be live now. See if there's any way we can't get south here. We're still scouting our target. Get down towards and straight south. So if you're at 4 miles, then we'll turn and go south. Storms are struggling to form right now, but we're here regardless. Some really bad lapse rates in the mid-levels that are scaring me a little bit, and our wave is a little slow, so storms might wait till a little bit after dark to form, in which case we're probably not going to stay for too long because we got to be back up in Denver tomorrow morning. So we're gonna go south here. There's this little boundary cold front type thing where storms should be forming any time now. Really, it's possible, but it seems like it's held off for good chunk of the afternoon. Now there is a couple cells going up east of Wichita there. They don't look too great either. It's been kind of a slow start today, but if we can get a storm early enough, it should be really, really pretty. So just hoping we can get a storm to establish itself by 7, and then be on a pretty storm by 8, and then we pretty much have to leave after sunset. So it's not going to be a very long stream today, guys, but we're out trying to see if we can find anything. I don't think the tornado threat's very high today. They got a 2% out, but boundary layer is starting to weaken a little bit. LCL's cloud bases are pretty high, so I'm just not super sold on any tornado threat. Moisture's just not there today, chat. So we're going to be heading probably down into Oklahoma in a little bit here. Ahead of us tonight, so today's been going to be a pretty long out and back. I was expecting storms to go up a little bit earlier, so unfortunately that forecast wasn't correct. So just going to see what we can scrape out today, chat. A little low energy. We've been up all day driving down here, and then look at it again and it looks a little bit slower, so hopefully we can get something out of this. Hopefully it's not all after dark, because we'll probably have to call it, because we're like 7 hours away from home right now and we got to be there tomorrow morning. So trip today, but going back home, probably going to do stuff with the Aurora tonight, so I'm not going to stream that, tomorrow night, and then probably back out on the plains for a couple days. It's not looking as sharp as it was, but still think we could get a nice couple storms out here in early June. I tend to do best in June. June's my best month for tornadoes and structure, so you're okay. Maddie is with us today, chat, so let's pull you guys up here. You guys up here, guys. How are we doing? Welcome in, Don't Dox Me, Grifter. I don't know how to say that name. Mycletta. Storm Rush. Marianne, welcome in, guys. Sorry, I'm a little low energy. I gotta get amped up. Not that amped up today for whatever reason. We're probably going to initiate a storm here very shortly. We can see you got some Pileus caps there on some updrafts attempting to go up right now. So I think it's only a matter of time before we initiate a storm here. They are expecting a couple supercells early on, evolving into more of a complex of storms here as the evening wears on. could be in for... What? Oh, well, I just didn't hear what you said. Maklita. All right, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm terrible with names, so my bad.
After you spell my name right, I'm not again.
Yeah, Noodles.
Nobody spells it right ever.
I think I told them how to spell it one time.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
What do you think this time?
Well, it's just because there's so many different spellings for Maddie.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said nobody ever spells it like that.
Yeah. Welcome, Holly from Wisconsin. How are you guys doing? Sorry. I forgot. You handed it to me.
You had it pulled up on your own.
You handed it to me. All right, we're going to switch to reflectivity here. Hopefully everything's working. I made a couple changes, which I'll show you guys in a moment here. But we've got some skies. They're looking okay. I'm just worried we're not going to get a storm in time here. But there is a little updraft out by Medicine Lodge, which I am watching pretty closely here. Just seems pretty weak right now. Got our upper level winds finally moving into the area, so we've got good wind profiles. There's just a little weakness in the thermodynamic profile that I'm not a big fan of. So we'll see how that all shakes out, but I think it could go either way today. We could be looking at a pretty storm at sunset, or we could be sitting there at sunset waiting for storms to form. So definitely a boom or bust day. I think it's going to be more of a structure day as opposed to tornadoes. So I haven't really got much structure this year, so I figured why the heck not? Let's get some structure today. So here we are. We picked west over east, partially because it's closer to home, and then also because the mid-level lapse rates out east just aren't very good. Like, they're not good anywhere, but they're even worse further east. So thought maybe there was a little bit better of a chance to get something nice over here. I think those Pileus caps are a big indicator of that stable mid-layer. Well, we got a decent amount of cape. Probably a little low for this time of year. Western Oklahoma's doing a little bit better, but I don't want to go down that far unless we really have to. Even then, we're probably not going to make it. So we're pretty much restricted to this area. A little bit of 3 cape, but the atmosphere is starting to lose a little bit of heat here. So we're going to see how this plays out. Mid-level lapse rates are definitely better where we're at, above 6, but that's not great. Usually in the plains, you want to be seeing 7+ this time of year, so 6 is pretty bad. But we'll see if we can still squeeze anything out. This road's got no line. No line for this road. Wait, hopefully... Alright, sometimes I turn Bluetooth on and then you can't hear me at all, so let me try making sure you guys can actually hear me okay.
They said he did that. How to spell my name?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of spellings for Maddie, so I may have spelled it wrong there for a little bit.
I don't think so. Well, you were there when I changed it from one spelling to the other.
Did you do 2Ds spelled the same way the whole time. So I don't have any fancy spelling for mine. Sorry,
Yours
chat.
is weird.
Yeah, but it's always been spelled that way. I didn't get to change it.
Yeah. We didn't get to. You could have if you wanted to.
I guess I could be Jake, but
No.
make fun of me for that.
We're not doing that.
No Jake for me, chat. I can't name myself that. Storm going up over by Wichita. Yeah, I just picked this place because I wanted to bet on the lapse rates here and also on the lift. The lift's going to come through pretty evenly, I think. We did see that over there looked a little bit more ripe, but we decided over here, so kind of made our own bet already. But I think we're pretty much going to be rocking with whatever forms west. Plus, I like the Cape down south a little bit better, so if our storms move south, which they are expected to, that Wichita storm might be moving out of the favorable environment pretty quickly. But I'm just hoping we can get something before 7, because we have a really long drive home. Let me see how long of a drive home we have. It's not. When I put in home still, sometimes it does my old address. I don't know.
Mine doesn't.
I tried removing it. Oh, that Google Maps one was wrong. It wasn't accounting for mountain time. So if we leave like 2 hours from now, it's not gonna be great, but we might have to get a hotel. Yeah, it's just far.
I am making you go with me tomorrow.
That's fine.
We're gonna have to wake up early. And you're gonna have to be okay. Power through.
No.
No.
Yeah. I'll sleep while we're there. I'll just walk around and sleep.
I wanna go to the farmer's market.
We can go tomorrow. How many more weeks is it open? Is it open like all summer?
Until October 25th.
Alright.
I know.
What's the Saturday? How long is the Saturday one open?
October 25th.
They're both.
The Fort Collins one is a little bit different, I think. I don't know that one.
Well, isn't that the one we're going to tomorrow?
Yeah. That one's a little bit bigger, but I don't go to that one as often.
The other one's closer.
Yeah. The other one also has the bread I like.
Alright, we're about to get south of this boundary here. Why are they all grouped up like that? They got the whole field and they're all next to each other. Yeah, there is a little tiny cell out by Medicine Lodge off to the east. Not sure how I feel about it. The stuff, or excuse me, to the west, there's stuff west, but stuff east looks really nice too. We just decided over here because of proximity to home, and then also the lapse rates are just a little better out here. Just a tad better out here. But I was thinking we would get a storm by about 5, and that didn't happen. So I thought I set the stream for 4 p.m. Mountain Time, but it turns out I didn't do that. I just set it for 4 p.m. Central. So I was like, all right, well, I need to move it at like 4:45 because I'm probably not going to go live till 6. And I realized that it was set for 4 Central Time, not 4 Mountain. So sorry about that, guys. That's why there was that like long gap where there was like just nothing going on and it was like an hour late. That's my bad. Welcome to Chase Friends Noodles. Thank you. Thank you. I-25 in Colorado has some storms. Chase all the way home. We'll see. Those storms will probably be gone by the time we get there. I should have just gone to Colorado.
Can I see it?
What's up?
I want to see it. Does it show up on yours?
Yeah, it shows up on everybody's.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. What?
Do you think it'll get annoyed?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, we're going to just slide south here and hopefully we can hang on to a storm. It seems like our upper level lift is finally starting to move into the area. Storms are expected. They got like a 2% 20 hours. I'm actually going to show you guys some cool tech that I was working on my like half a day off. I can do this. Toggle the map here. Hopefully it works. Press the button and it didn't work. No. Is it broken? It might be broken. Dang. Do you see the SPC map?
No.
Oh, there we go.
This
the stream's always going to be a little bit delayed, so because we're setting it to stream up and then streaming it again. But I've got this cool little map where I can show you guys the SPC risk right now. We're just now entering that slight risk area. If we go down to our tornado threat here, see we got a little 2% tornado threat for our target area today. I think that Cape's a little bit better in southwest Oklahoma. I'm just not certain that there's going to be any storms there. So they've also got 15% risk for hail, slight risk, and then also a 15% for wind. So
It's supposed to be showing up on here.
yeah, it's going to take a minute.
Well, when did you do it?
It should be in about a minute from now. It's just slow. It's behind. Hopefully.
No, I know it's behind, but I thought it was only like a few seconds behind.
No, it's like a minute behind usually. It's just got some delay because I'm like sending the video here and then I'm sending it to the server and the server's sending it to YouTube. So there's delay between all of that. So is it showing up now? One second.
That's what I was saying. I didn't think it showed up. It's not usually that delayed. Do your windshield wipers. Just
Well,
like,
you'll see when we come up to the railroad tracks. It should be. I wonder why it's not working.
yeah.
Did we reach the railroad tracks in there?
We just reached that lumber yard right now.
That what?
That lumber yard is coming up right now.
Alright. I'll have to see what's wrong with that. Tap it again, maybe? It hides. Tap it again, and it should show. Can't really think of why it wouldn't be working. No, it's fine. Hopefully it works. I could probably just hide it again. Yes, it's Maddie here. About a 20-second delay? Alright.
Oh, hey, it's happening.
Oh, there we go. Okay, it's just a little bit
It
behind.
did it the first time. It did it the second time you did it.
But I have it on a different thing now. Maybe your stream is just delayed on your end even more.
You're
Okay. Is that what it was? If that's what it was? Alright. Alright, but I got the SPC risks running up, guys.
Sorry.
Maddie scared me. She made me think it was broken.
Sorry. I apologize.
You were okay. Sort of. You had me freaking out. I'm like, man, I worked all night on that.
I know, I'm sorry. That's why I was like, dang, it's not working.
Very good. So we'll go back to that categorical. You can see we got that slight risk out. So we'll go ahead and hide that so you guys can see the radar situation here. But yeah, it's part of trying to work on some streaming tools so that way I can pan around my map and draw stuff. I don't have drawing it yet, but got some nice tech on the way.
How are you supposed to draw while you're driving?
When I'm parked.
Oh,
So always poking holes.
okay. Dangerous.
Yeah, that Medicine Lodge tower is definitely starting to weaken here, chat. We are sliding down southward here, but it seems like these storms are definitely just slow to get going tonight, which has been expected for a little bit. Especially with that wave just a tad slow. That wave is in northern Kansas right now, slowly moving its way down south. And once that hits, we should get a storm to blow up. Alright, chat. So we got everything functioning right now. Thank you for joining. Welcome in, Nanny. No, Chris, we are not married. Yeah. Yes, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We are almost at 3,600 subs, I think. I think we're at like 3.5 thousand last I looked. So be sure to like, subscribe. I mean, I'm out chasing everything, obviously. So today's a low-end day and we're still out, so. June is my month though, so I'll take these chances on some of these June days. So chasing tomorrow. Actually, we're for sure not chasing tomorrow. They've got gonna hang out at home, and then in the evening, maybe we're gonna take Maddie to see the aurora that night. You already forgot?
Yeah, I did.
It's a G4.
I thought that was a big one.
Yeah, but we're so close to where we could see it. Like we could just drive up to Wyoming. Yeah, I got some work to get done too. I have no idea where this road's taking me. I've just kind of been driving, yeah. Just kind of been driving. So we're probably gonna cross into Oklahoma here shortly. Seems like this front is accelerated. Got a couple showers forming on this band, and now it's looking a little bit better than it was. I was freaking out because we were running here. I was wanting to be here at 4, and then we got here at 5 because I thought we'd have storms, but it's still 6:30 and nothing's really formed. So I was expecting that wave to be a little quicker with how small it is, but I was incorrect on that. I'll wipe off that windshield up here in a moment, chat. Like we're about to go. We just need a little more time. This is definitely going to be a much more slow developing day. Instability is not quite as high, and there is some thermodynamic issues today. I'm a big fan of the wind profiles for today, but thermodynamically was always kind of the question mark. Though it does make it tough because did North Platte launch a balloon today? I don't remember if they did. Get down here and hopefully these storms form quickly because gotta get back home for tomorrow morning. How long does it run?
The farmer's market?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know it starts at 10. I always
feels like
get there
a little
at
late
10.
for a farmer's market.
Yeah, the other one starts at 9.
Thinking where we live there started at like 6.
Really?
Yeah, the one in Arnold.
Yeah, you're right. It does start early.
I thought that was
No, I think it only goes from like 10 to noon, honestly.
that's pretty short.
And they run out of stuff really fast.
I mean,
so that's why I
makes
like to
sense.
get there right at 10.
Yeah, so we're chasing here, and then tomorrow we're going to Fort Collins and then Wyoming, and then I'm gonna leave after that to go chase probably Nebraska or the Dakotas the following day. So it's gonna be a really busy thing. I'm probably not gonna get a ton of sleep, but it's a long I'll sleep when the season's over, I guess. It's the only way I can do it.
I can help drive tonight, though.
Yeah, still though, we're just not gonna have a very well rested night, and then the following 2 nights too, we're gonna be pretty busy. Hopefully tomorrow we're not battling too many clouds or wildfire smoke where we're at, so we can actually see the aurora. But if it happens at all,
If it was happening, is it maybe not?
that's always a maybe.
Really?
Yeah, it's never confirmed. Like it's like highly likely, but you know, I've seen highly likely ones just not work out at all. I mean, I don't know the most about aurora forecasting. It's not my area of expertise, but got a couple showers and stuff forming on this boundary. We're gonna see if we can't make the most of it. Really want something to blow up here in the next 30 minutes. What's the sunset time here? It's probably like 8:40.
Oh,
It's gotta be like 8:40, I would think.
I don't like when I look at 8:47.
That's not bad. Probably get good visibility until 9:30, so hopefully stuff goes up a little early. I did like all of the, they were just really uncertain when storms would form today. So you see like these big windows. We're getting cloud cover now. Our boundary is still sinking south, which was expected, and this wave's moving in. So we're just gonna keep sinking south with the boundary. No mesoscale discussions still. I'm wondering what's happening here. do update, do they update at 0 or 01Z? I feel like they update at 01, but it might be 0. Yeah, there's some towers blowing up west of Medicine Lodge. It's probably going to be our stuff here. Let's see, when do they update the day 1? When do they update that day 1? 01Z, so they'll update it around 8 p.m. Central Time here. But we do have that slight risk. Can't believe you tried to trick me into thinking my stuff was broken.
I don't understand how stuff works.
Well, I'm glad it worked out that way. Because I tested it and it was like functional. Like, finally, I can show SBC maps.
Sorry, yeah, I was wrong.
I've done that too, though. I've been like, man, is my mapping not working? And it was like, no, I just put a minute delay on an accident.
My professor I was like complaining about something before class started because I got there really early, and I couldn't figure out how to work Canvas, like the thing they use, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And he was sitting there showing me how to do it, and then like after everything, he was just like, "Oh, like what does your boyfriend do for a living?" And I was like, he's like a software engineer. And he was like, "Okay." I was like, "Whatever."
It clearly didn't teach you.
I was like, "Yeah, I'm not good at this."
It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I do that with my own stuff too. I can't even figure out how to work the stuff I made. Like earlier, I had no idea if this was working.
You should be able to do that.
Like it's tough. Like it's tough to hold like that many lines of code in your head. Remember how to use it. Especially if you don't touch it for more than like a month, you just lose that information so fast.
Do you ever go that long without doing it though?
On certain but that's the thing is like I can't maintain like a million lines of code in my head at all. So like when I'm gone for even like a week or two, I'll start to lose some of that context and what everything means. I gotta go relearn it, and like if there's something I haven't touched in 3-4 years, and I gotta go back and look, it can be a little painful sometimes. Hurricane season officially begins tomorrow. Yeah, I gotta get out and do a hurricane. I don't really do. I've never done one, so I wanted to see if I could get another chaser to tag along with maybe. Welcome in, Edward. Hello, Aki Hesse from Germany. Hello, Larry. How are you doing? Yeah, Larry's in here. Get some pretty big bubbles out here, chat. It shouldn't be too long before we're on a storm. Hopefully we get one in the next hour. 30 minutes seems a little bit unlikely, but there's this wave over northern Kansas coming out of Nebraska that should cause a bunch of storms. That wave's what caused those severe thunderstorms southeast of Lincoln, Nebraska, actually. All those storms over there. Hopefully that we can get some cooling in the mid-levels, help our lapse rates out a little bit. But the surface temperatures are falling pretty quickly. It is 6:30, so not liking the tornado threat very much. I don't think that there's much of one tonight. I think it's going to be more of a photogenic storm threat. Going to keep diving south. Just going to keep diving south, chat. We got a couple towers and stuff really trying to form, especially back to our west. And then there's some stronger stuff out there east of Wichita. There's like a little gap. You got some stronger updrafts out by Medicine Lodge, and then a little bit weaker from Anthony eastward until you hit about the Burden, Kansas area. bases are a little too high, our thermodynamics just aren't correct. Although, never say never. Sometimes those tornado events, I ride them off, and I'm like, all right, probably time to go home. And as I'm turning around, I see a tornado on the ground. So that has happened to me probably 3 or 4 times. I was on the phone with you for one of them. One of the times I was like, this storm's probably never going to produce. And then I was like, oh, there's a tornado. It was a couple years ago.
How am I supposed to remember that?
It was April 19th, 2023.
It was so weird.
It was the Cole, Oklahoma, but I was up in Iowa, and I had this weak little noodle that was on the ground for like 3 minutes. Yeah, it wasn't very strong. It was a noodle. It was pretty whippy. Yeah, we're looking okay. Definitely not the perfect skies for storms here. You can see how everything's starting to look pretty smooth. That's usually not a good sign. Our storms might start off elevated right away. Usually your storms look really nice when they're surface-based transitioning to elevated, but not usually when they're elevated from the start. A lot of updrafts trying to form now, but nothing's really hanging on thanks to that warmer mid-level temperatures out there. First lightning bolt out by Howard, Kansas, way out east of Wichita. We were chasing a 90 over 57. You're not going to get tornadoes with spreads like that. Unless you get like a land spout off the beginning, but if they're elevated, they're probably not going to be producing too many land spouts. What? Keep sliding south with these. There's just this little cold front, I guess, although it's not very cold. Like it's like 80 to 85 degrees on both sides, so I don't even know if I can even call it a cold front. Some kind of boundary here that's sliding south. It's going to be our focus for our storms later. There should be storms for sure later on, but during the day here, it's been a bit of a question mark. The Storm Prediction Center does not seem to love the idea of daytime storms. No mesoscale discussion has been issued yet. There have been some thunderstorm, some decent initiation attempts, especially east of Wichita. Especially east of Wichita. And I really don't like being this far south the day before the start of June. It feels like a little far south. I guess it's like a pretty classical time for Oklahoma and everything, but I definitely prefer to be in the northern plains this time of year. Definitely a high plains, northern plains kind of guy. My bread and butter is Wyoming, Nebraska, Colorado. Those are some of my 3 best states to chase in, where I see stuff the highest percentage of the time. I could struggle every now and then in the southern plains and central plains. But yeah, so we're looking back west right now at these developing storms. You can see they look really smooth and pretty flat. Generally a good sign. There's a couple towers that look like they're trying to get going, but continue to be less optimistic that we'll get something nice before sunset here, but we're going to try. We are going to try, chat. I guess it's a kind of a standard tornado risk. An event like this. Definitely some thunderstorms blowing up out east. We're going to try out west. It's looking a little bit like a lost cause here, guys. But I am prone to one terrible cap bust every year. So Although I guess I already had that on the 27th, so getting some updrafts trying to go here, but maybe the HRRR was just right. We're not going to get a strong enough updraft to break through the cap today. Just gonna sit here probably till close to sunset and see if we can't get anything here on the western edge of the target area. The eastern edge, there's some stability concerns as you go into central Oklahoma, according to the mesoscale analysis. So I'm not sure how real that is, but this looks like a pretty classic bust look here for daytime storms. Now they weren't entirely guaranteed. Really high base too. They're really high up off the ground there. Not looking that good. So we're continuing down south. I haven't been to this part of Oklahoma in a long time. I think the last good... I've had a good storm here before. It was May 13th of 2022. There was a nice mothership supercell right on the border. What?
You know what? How do you just remember all the dates?
Well, you remember the good dates. In 2022, there wasn't much to remember. So.
That's just crazy.
2022, there was like a couple. May 1 was good. May 4 was good. May 2 was kind of mid.
I don't remember the dates of like anything. Ever.
I can really only remember storms.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand.
Yeah, it depends. I had a chase here like May 9th of 2023, a little further north, but it was elevated. I have yet to get like a good tornado in this part of the state. Kansas has been really slow lately though. They did have that big event on the 18th, and eastern Kansas is always active, but southern Kansas and western Kansas have been pretty slow. I mean, I get that they had the night of the EF3s with Greensburg and Plevna. Unfortunately, some damaging tornadoes. Not really what you want to see, especially after dark like that. We're looking a little. What?
The cows all bundled together.
I wonder why they do that.
I don't know. They have so much space.
I wonder why they do that. Yeah, our skies are looking really, really smooth right now. These clouds aren't looking as bubbly. Worried with what that means for surface-based thunderstorms here. They might not be a thing at all. Just need to get... The problem is our boundary continues to move south while the lift moves south. So the lift is moving faster than the boundary. But if the boundary was where it was 6 hours ago, we would be on a storm by now. There's some nice stuff going up in eastern Canada. Maybe something trying to go up to the east of us too, which we have to keep an eye on. Just worried about that cap. Yeah, something maybe going up by Harper. Maybe we get down to this highway and slide a little east. It's easier to go back west on this stuff than it is to get east once it's formed. Day for sure, but I think we can maybe squeeze out a nice storm here before sunsets. While we're out, it doesn't look likely, but
Maybe it'll be a pretty sunset though.
Maybe. It should be. It's just I would like to get a storm. Driving 7 hours for a sunset, then we got to drive back all night.
That'd be fine.
and then this is a stop
I
sign.
didn't see it show that as a stop sign.
Yes, it did.
Oh,
That's what I was showing you.
I didn't see it.
Okay. I was literally like, hey, look at this, the double stop
I
sign.
did see it tell you to go literally the opposite way that you just took.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to slide a little east because there is that tower blowing up. We're chasing towers right now. It reminds me of all these Southern Plains bus days that I've had. Hopefully we can squeeze something out here. Northwest flow event in Oklahoma. Northwest flow events in Oklahoma and southern Kansas, I should say. Yeah, we're getting some stuff. It's just, I think everything's just struggling with that cab. We just might need even more lift than what we've got. The fact that they haven't issued a discussion or anything that's pretty telling about what they think the potential is going forward. They think it's going to be a long time. Unless my discussions just aren't loading, which is possible. No mesoscale discussions in effect. We got to be getting stable at the surface now. Got to be getting stable at the surface. Is that little belt of higher Cape in western Oklahoma, kind of nosing its way up towards, I'd say, the Woodward, Oklahoma area. Oh, sorry, I thought you said something. We are chasing updraft towers right now, chat. Stuff moving in, maybe 500 too. Yeah, that flow is almost over us at 500. It should be very close now. It's probably why we're starting to kick up some storms here, especially out east. Still, things are definitely struggling to get going. Denver and Cheyenne should be west enough to stay out of the fire. Yeah, Grifter, we're hoping we can get a good view. And hopefully before those clouds move in too. Joe from Australia, hello. Daniel, how are you doing? Hello everybody, welcome in. Hope you are having a good Saturday evening. It is Saturday?
Yeah.
Saturday evening. We stroll around southern Kansas and northern Oklahoma in search of a thunderstorm, which might not form for another hour or two. As long as we can get something nice at or around sunset. Hopefully we can get something, chat. Hopefully. Probably going to pull off on a random road up here with a view. I actually like that road back there, so I'm going to U-turn and get on the road. But this one's got a hill too. These are all kind of on the hill, so I think we'll pull up here and wait. Hopefully we can squeeze out a storm, chat, before dark. It's just really not looking likely right now. Here in southern Kansas. I wish there were more chase opportunities out here, but it just feels like there's only like 2 or 3 per year tops. Or it feels like I'm in the Sandhills like 30 times a year. In Northeast Colorado 1 million times per year. And we're out here like twice a year. I think this is, I've only been out here, I think, in this part of Kansas. This is my first time being out here this year. And it's already May 30th. May 31st. Alrighty, chat. We're gonna try and find a little place to park here and just watch. Kind of tough to see. It kind of reminds me of that daytime bust. What day was that? Was that May 24th? I think it was May 24th, that really conditional Oklahoma threat. What?
What day did we get Ranger?
March 11th?
No.
When did we get it?
March 15th.
March 15th.
How can you remember all this stuff but you don't know when we got our dog? You're ridiculous.
I remember when we got Jolene, because that was Halloween.
It was Halloween, that's easy. I don't remember when we got Snickers. I remember his birthday.
December 9th.
I remember
The guy
his
of December
birthday.
9th, yeah. I knew Ranger was March because I was with somebody. Or maybe I wasn't. Maybe you had all the dogs. I was by myself.
Yeah, I had all the dogs.
I don't know why.
Because
For some
Jolene
reason-
had
Jolene had just
surgery.
Jolene had surgery. Look, it's a killdeer. That's
Is that
what the
what that's
bird.
called?
Yeah. Fly, little bird. Yeah, we're trying to get some initiation attempts here. It's just this is really what you would want to see at like 3 p.m., not almost 7. Not almost 7, but I figured we'd go live and hope together that we could maybe see a cool storm. Probably not going to be too damaging, hopefully, but it is a slight risk. Pretty convinced they'll drop that 2% tornado risk at that 01Z outlook at 8 p.m. Yeah, Maddie's a little shy. She's a little shy. She's not used to the streaming. I was shy when I started streaming, so I don't blame her. I do not blame her.
They said he fell into the trap. When Ranger's birthday was.
Yeah. I remember your birthday.
Good. That's like the bare minimum. That's crazy.
I don't forget every day. That's not storms.
I didn't say you did. I was just curious. Do you remember that?
I knew it was March.
Because it was pretty recent. That's also why I was curious.
Well, I knew it was March, but I didn't know exactly when it was. Just kind of zigzagging these roads waiting for a storm. Just want to find somewhere with a nice view. I got some great storm shots out here in like 2022 that I need to go back and show you guys, but this place has been really quiet lately. Can you think of any Kansas storm events lately?
Don't hit the birds.
Yeah, the birds like to collect on these roads out here.
I know, it's just what I was saying. Be
Is that a... It wasn't what I thought it was. Or a cat.
Yeah.
Interesting. There's a lot of like farm cats out here.
Just be careful.
I'm not gonna be careful.
Okay. Thanks.
I'm gonna swerve wildly.
Look at that house.
Oh yeah, that's nice. This road does not travel very much.
I kind of like it though.
Yeah. It would be really nice with like a big supercell back there. 50,000 foot tops. Strong mid-level rotation. Low precip. Yeah, we're just moving really slowly and everything looks really, really elevated. I hate the cold front. What? So mean. Alright, well about here is as good as any spot, I guess. So we're basically just going to be watching satellite, watching radar, just waiting for a storm to blow up. Things are moving pretty slowly, and I'm thinking all these guys are going to be elevated. The fact that we really haven't had a sustained storm here Even that storm out by east of Wichita has kind of fallen apart. We might be dealing with a complete bust today, chat. Got all these little updrafts really trying to form here. They're not super intense. They're very flat. So I'm wondering if we even get a thunderstorm at all here in the next hour or two. So already 7 o'clock. I was hoping to be on something by now. Oh, these June days can be so finicky. Okay, it's a June pattern, okay? I keep forgetting it's not June. It's a June pattern. That's what I mean by June. There is a little cell blowing up by Harper. Maybe we'll flip around and look. Seems like every time I face a direction, because I'm like, oh, it's looking good over here. Then it's the opposite direction. It's like, okay, east, west, east, west, east, west. And now we're looking west again. And then, sure enough, east has got a decent little radar signature with a decent little tower. But I'm just worried that our updrafts aren't strong enough and aren't wide enough to handle some of this dry air. I have no idea what would be causing that little signature up there. Allegedly there's a storm over there, chat. Allegedly there's a storm over there. Not even really a thunderstorm, maybe like a rain shower. Yeah, north of Anthony. Maybe tucked back behind there. Oh, is that it over here? Looks really tiny. Almost disconnected like this. It's split in half already. Do they have a mezzo thing on this? Chasing yeah. We continue to look a little bit better on satellite, but here in person things just look more and more rough. Yeah, that updraft back behind there is falling apart. I don't know we'll get a storm before like 9 o'clock at this rate. Wish we could get a storm going here. This radar, the satellite hasn't updated for me in 14 minutes, so it's a little bit behind. Where's Mezzo 2 at? Okay, Mezzo 2 is out east. What about Mezzo 1? There's a slight risk out. They gotta have some sort of Mezzo here. No, they don't. Wow, okay. No, just Mezzo 1. Mezzo 2. Mezzo 2. Nope, nothing. Yeah, that has to be that updraft over there, guys. You can kind of see it under that cloud, that little base over there. But to me, it's kind of looking like we're not even going to get a storm till about 9. So many close attempts here, just even that little echo top out there, even that scan by Harper, that thing's already weakened. So I like how it put like a little tracker on it on my radar app. Like it's not gonna fall apart. I think we might be washed today, chat. might be washed. That upper level wind is definitely moving in here. I want to see what this updated, oh, did it already update for 0Z? Okay, it already updated for 0Z. The upper, that little low is, that wave is moving in, just a little slower than what you would want it to be. And then the cams really start to firestorms here in an hour thanks to that. Maybe we slide east to where the lift's a little higher. I just don't want to go that far away from home because we're finally starting to cook on this boundary, especially really far east. But our satellite stuff isn't. We haven't got an updated scan since 6:46, so. Well, do we wait another hour and hope that in the 40 minutes we can shape out a photogenic storm? Or do we call it quits? I think we'll give it another hour here, chat. Just want to see a storm. Thought we'd initiate by now. The last time that this red visible was updated. There we go. This one's a little bit more recent. So for whatever reason, radar scopes isn't. How it's all low quality now. As the lift really moves in here, we should just go ham. But I don't think tornado threat's there at all. Wacky little day. There was like a big blow up in Wellington. The lift is really coming in here now. Accompanied by wildfire smoke too, though. It's gonna hurt photogenicness. Maybe it could help if there's just like a little. I don't know if we'll even get a chaseable storm here. Don't know that we'll even get a chaseable storm here, chat. Small craft advisory. Yeah, there's like nothing here, guys. They should issue a discussion here pretty shortly, but I've been feeling like that for a long time. But as the lift enters the area, which it's doing slowly but surely, it's taking its time, it's making us wait. But once that happens, the storm should blow up fast. We're just not sure they'll be surface based. Go back and show you guys what the Storm Prediction Center has for us. Definitely they're thinking this is going to be more of an overnight issue, but you can see we got a slight risk now. That's our location. Has it updated correctly? Sorry guys, it's bugging out. So they're kind of on the Kansas, Oklahoma border, there is a slight risk out for severe weather. If we go down to the tornado chances, there is that 2% for a good chunk of Oklahoma and southern Kansas. Let's zoom out a little more so you can see our position. And then we've got those hail and wind threats, which look pretty similar. Don't know that we'll get anything before sunset here, but we're here just in case that happens. I think that tornado threat is pretty low. I'm surprised it's still 2%, but they said tornadoes are possible with any initial supercellular activity because they're expecting this to get somewhat messy, which is kind of interesting. But it's probably what might happen here. I think if they do get a storm, it is probably still going to be that eastern stuff. Maybe we picked wrong. Just like the lapse rates out here, a little bit better. They're not that much better, but they are better. A lot of that guidance really fires those storms right around 8 p.m. We're just vibing here in our little slight risk. Turn off the old map. There have been so many storm attempts, but nothing has just been able to hang on just yet. Continuing to get cloud mass developing. I wish this front wasn't screaming south as fast as it was. I mean, if it was up where it started the day on the north side of Wichita, we'd be underneath some developing storms now, but unfortunately it's just a little bit further south. See if we can even get a thunderstorm. I'm definitely looking a little mixed here, chat. Got some good signs, we've got some terrible signs. It's getting like these little showers forming on the boundary, which is a little annoying. Just vibing in the field tonight, chat. That's what we're doing. Yeah, I don't like whenever I see those big, thin, this little like big cloud here. To me, that means stable air. It's like some storms forming out east. Near Buffalo, Kansas, Longton, Kansas, Dexter, Kansas, South Haven, Kansas, Freeport, Kansas. A couple little showers really trying to form, barely showing on reflectivity. Still waiting for that stronger lift to enter the region here, but it's getting really close right now. That cirrus band is just north of Wichita. It's moving pretty slow though. Especially for us further west, it might take a little longer, but We just slide even further east. I just don't want to drive that far back home, chat. It's already a 7-hour drive. Don't know how high that tornado threat really is, guys. I think this wave just being slightly slow has really held us back. If this thing was in this position 2 hours ago, it would be rocking and rolling. I'm tired, Chad. I can't lie to you. I'm tired. It's looking really stable. We might. What time will we get home? It's a long way home. 8 hours.
So, if we leave in, like, let's just say 2 hours,
We get in at 4:30.
which is what we would have to do to
Yeah.
get the dogs.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I just don't want to be driving all night.
I'll help you drive. It'll be fine. Let's stay, see what happens. It'll be fine.
I just don't know that anything will happen, though, especially with this
Well,
look.
I just don't want you to feel pressured. Like, I will help you drive. It'll be okay.
No, I really, really appreciate that. I'm just not sure that we're going to get too much from looking at
That's fine.
the
I just don't
sky.
want
It
you to
looks...
be stressed about how far it is to get home. Like, I will help you. I will get home. The dogs are taken care of tonight. We just have to feed them breakfast in the morning.
Yeah, I know, but I don't like... I would like to go... I just think we're too stable right here. Like, we're looking really smooth. We've got these really small puffs of cumulus. It doesn't look as good as it did for surface-based storms anymore. I mean, it's pretty much looked the same for a little bit. We did get a little bit of an uptick in development here, but like you can see, guys, back over here, we've got this little tower here, but it's very tilted. Doesn't have like a flat base. It's definitely weakening, so I'm just not sure we're gonna really rock with a surface-based storm at all today.
Is that from NCIS?
Yes, it
Does
is.
he know NCIS?
I think
Love
so.
it. Love it.
I might need one. I've been tired today, Chad. I don't really know why. I didn't get up that early. I guess
No, you didn't.
What time did I get up? Like 8?
7:30.
7:30. Well, I went to bed at like
That's on you, man.
12:30. So
I went to bed at like 10.
I was working, chat.
Wonderful.
I was working, chat.
Wonderful.
Ginormous storm in New Mexico. Let's check that out.
I love NCIS. We should watch that again.
Yeah, there's a lot of showers and thunderstorms out there in New Mexico. There is that stuff in Colorado too. I'm tired of NCIS. I can't lie. I don't like NCIS that
was
much.
so mean.
How
to
is it mean?
say. That was horrible. It's
I don't
so
like
good.
NCIS that
It's
much.
So
I just don't like
good.
watching TV. I just don't watch much TV.
Oh, I do. I love TV.
I'm not a big TV guy,
NCIS is good though.
I guess. It's a little overrated. How is there a random storm down in Post, Texas, and nothing up here? It's not me, though. That's my opinion. And my opinion is I don't like NCIS that much.
That's a calorie coffee from Starbucks.
What is it? What is it? 1,000 calorie coffee from Starbucks? Yeah. Yeah, that would probably help. I don't know if 1,000 calories is enough, though. We might need more than that. 2,000.
I mean, you haven't eaten much today.
Yeah, that might be why.
Do you want something to eat?
Yeah, I'll take some food.
Okay.
I just am not sold that anything's gonna happen. Thank you, I appreciate it. I love driving, but I don't know if I love driving this much.
Do you want me to take over?
No, it's okay. We're just waiting for something to happen, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't want to drive while you're chasing. That stresses me out.
I just want to get a photogenic storm. Like, I have not gotten a ton of structure this year because I've been so focused on tornadoes. And then the one day it's like, oh, structure could be nice. It doesn't form. Because I've got a lot of good tornado footage this year. But like, I've only got like maybe 2 good structure days under my belt just because I've been focusing on close range tornadoes so much. Like, a couple of years ago, I was definitely more of like a sit back, tripod, watch the storm. But now I just love getting close. My favorite from
Ziva's the best. Hands down.
I don't like Abby. I like Ducky a lot. I like Ducky.
Turkey's cool. You like Palmer.
I think Palmer's goofy.
Yeah, you like him. Ziva is my absolute favorite. Ziva. Yeah, did you see that, Jacob? The Ziva and Tony spinoff?
Yeah.
And they have a podcast. Like, there's like a podcast, and they talk about old episodes and everything. It's so good. Me and my dad talk about it all the time.
NCIS just isn't my show.
You're wrong for that.
More of an NFL Network kind of guy.
That's so boring.
It's not boring. It's entertaining. I just don't watch TV much. I guess I watch like Family Guy.
That's horrible.
I watch Family Guy and I watch like NFL. That's about it. And even then, like I don't watch that
a lot.
Okay. I had my own apartment for like 3 years, and I didn't own a TV. No, I didn't even own one.
I have never lived by myself ever. It's kind of sad.
Is it? I just moved to the middle of nowhere, Nebraska, so I just forced myself to not have a roommate. I was like, I don't know anybody. I'm gonna move to Grand Island.
You watched The Office.
Watched it. I did once.
You really like The Office.
I do like The Office, but I have to be in. I rarely.
I feel like you'll watch that at hotels when it's on. You'll look for it.
I look for Family Guy.
Well, now you do.
If Family Guy's not on, I turn the TV off.
I don't like Family Guy.
What if there's like a good Food Network show on?
I hate Food Network.
What?
I hate all Food Network. I like the one where they buy the houses though. What's that called?
House Hunters?
Yeah.
I thought you hated House Hunters.
I do, but
Okay.
Wait, you didn't let me explain. Ever since we got to like look at houses and stuff, I like watching other people look at houses. I do like that now.
Dude, I was watching House Hunters when I was like 13.
I did too. Like my mom made us watch a lot, so that's why I hated it.
Well, I guess that makes sense. For American Dad.
I won't watch NCIS anymore now that Gibbs is gone. You can't have NCIS without
The
Gibbs.
Cleveland Show.
I don't know.
Is that? I don't think that's running anymore.
I've never heard of it.
It was like a spin-off, I guess, type thing of Family Guy where Cleveland Brown got his own show. And it like went off the air. And I remember I watched the episode where he like came back to Family Guy and they were just dunking on him. That was so funny.
I like Grey's Anatomy a lot right now.
I-
That's my favorite right now.
I don't like doctor shows at all.
I know.
I just don't think they're very good. Especially not when I'm eating, which is like your favorite time to watch them.
I don't understand what that has to do with anything.
I don't want to watch a surgery when I'm trying to eat.
Why?
It just doesn't seem like it mixes well. I do though.
I mean, I watch Criminal Minds before bed.
And it gives you nightmares.
Sometimes.
I don't like Criminal Minds that much.
I love Criminal Minds. You've only seen like one episode.
I just don't like TV that much.
I know you don't. You like movies.
Some movies, yeah.
House is awesome.
I couldn't get into
House
House.
is so good. You would love House if you could get past all the like
Surgery?
medical surgery stuff. You would love House. See, So Narcy said House isn't gory, and it's not. But literally, episode 1, he couldn't get through because he said it was too much. He would love
I don't
House.
like
I
that,
know
man.
he would.
I cannot deal with that. I would rather just. I'll watch a Convective Chronicles video.
Drink bleach than watch Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
That's aggressive.
I just don't like doctor TV, man. It's just not my thing.
How are
I think they're pretty decent. I think we're about to have a local come say hi and see what we're up to.
Oh. Are we gonna get in trouble?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. They're blasted out here. Usually they come to see if you need help. They're really nice. Never had an issue with a local. So we're just waiting to see if we can get a thunderstorm before dark. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it looks really rough here, chat.
Everyone's agreeing that House is good.
I don't watch TV much to begin with, and I don't like surgery or anything doctor related. It's not my thing.
Narcy said it's fun to watch because you get to watch a jerk who's really good and smart doctor and keeps proving people wrong. Like, you would really like it, actually.
I mean, I guess. I just can't. I just have a tough time getting into TV shows, man.
I know.
What was that? We watched Oppenheimer, but then what was the last movie I watched?
Good.
What was the last movie we watched?
I don't know. There's that other movie I really want to watch about the book that you read.
Oh, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah, I want to watch that movie so bad, but you're never in the mood.
I don't like watching stuff. I got too much to do, man. I'm busy. But not busy enough for a 14-hour round trip.
Yeah,
apparently.
okay. I don't understand. I'm like, I'm going to watch a 2-hour movie.
Well, I really thought we were going to get something before dark, but it just continues to look ridiculously mid.
Tom Selleck almost got the Indiana Jones lead. Did you know that?
No, but Harrison Ford's so much better. Big Harrison Ford guy. It would have worked
Also,
either way.
just so you know, there are people in here talking about storms. I'm just kind of skipping.
Oh, you're skipping the people talking about storms? What? I was relying on Maddie. Sorry, chat.
Sorry.
I was relying on Maddie.
Sorry. PMS is what talking about.
Been seeing some crazy storms and a few tornadoes here in Colorado the past couple weeks. Guessing I'll see some more storms when I head out shortly. Yeah, there's been some really nice stuff in Colorado. I had that good storm back on the 23rd, but
These other ones are like good stuff, just so you
I
know.
missed it.
You
Yeah.
go up.
Why were you skipping the weather ones?
I
You didn't feel like it.
shows.
You want to talk about
I
TV?
liked
We're,
the TV
we're doing a storm chase stream, not a
Sorry.
TV podcast.
Okay, I liked it.
Sorry, chat. We deviated there from the subject matter of this stream.
I thought it was great.
Alrighty.
I thought you were looking too.
No, I was not. I was eating my sandwich. I was sitting there. Oh, well, chat wants to talk about TV shows, and I guess they did, but half of chat was still into the weather, so. Reruns of the Weather Channel. Yeah, I haven't been as big on the Weather Channel. I used to do like storm stories and Tornado Alley shows, I think, when I was a kid, and also storm chasing stuff, but I haven't been into it for a
I
while.
love Tom Selleck.
I know.
Also, I really liked Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer was good. But what was I'm trying to think of what movie we watched together before that. Like, what was the last thing we
Narcy
watched?
asked what we thought about Oppenheimer.
It was good.
We haven't been home in forever.
Yeah.
Well, now I can't even think of the last time I watched it.
When did we watch Oppenheimer? Was that before I left for that most recent trip?
Yeah, it was before you took Jolene.
No.
It was.
When we started it, not when we finished.
I can go check.
It had to have been before the 14th, because it had to have been like the 12th or the 13th, somewhere in there. Because I left again the morning of the 14th for Nebraska. Yeah, I think we're washed, chat. I don't think we're getting thunderstorm here even close to dark. I don't even know if we get one at all from this far west. All this stuff's kind of dissipating. It's not looking too good. We might just call it so that Maddie and I can get home, because if we leave right now, we would get home at like, I don't know, 10 million a.m., 2:35 a.m. So it's a long drive back home, but if we leave now, we should be fine. I just don't know if we're gonna get a storm here, chat. Although the minute we turn around to leave, we're gonna get like a 60,000 foot top supercell with, you know, insane rotation. But it's not gonna happen unless we try and leave. Do I try and like trick it? Do I like pull out and start like go like a mile north? See if that works. See if that like scares a storm in the go and say, okay, they're finally leaving. Feels like I do that with tornadoes all the time, where I'm like, all right, the storm's done, no shot at producing.
We're supposed to get the storms around midnight.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Is just like, it looked like we might get some daytime stuff, but yeah, these storms are going to be moving in pretty late. Unfortunately for us chasers, I have yet to have a great structure day minus that Palo Pinto storm in Texas.
We definitely have to get home before 8 a.m.
Yeah. I just don't want to be up driving till 5. And if like we continue at this rate, there's no way we get a decent storm before then. Like, it really looks like that Oklahoma chase I had on the 24th, where it's just not going to work until after dark. Why does everything have to wait till after dark? Why can't it just go when I want it to?
You have to be patient.
I was patient enough for 7 hours while we drove here. I just don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's a patience thing. I just think, based on how stuff's looking, I wouldn't bet on it.
I love that house.
Yeah, it's a nice house.
And where it is, look at all the little hills right there. It's so pretty.
Yeah, with no mountains.
I know.
The mountains would be over there.
Yeah, it would be pretty if there are mountains.
I really don't know that we're gonna initiate here, chat. There's this one little attempt west and I'm watching, but it's looking like we're falling off a cliff here. No discussion out.
I just realized why I think I'm in a good mood today. I'm on my 3rd energy drink for the day.
Okay.
And I was like, I think it's actually working now.
I'm tired. I had 2.5, 2.25.
Well, I'm on my 3rd right now.
Okay, guys. Okay, storms. We're going north. It's going home. See if it works.
You can't just tell them.
Yes, I can. All right, we're going home. It's over, chat. It's over. It's not working. You're past it. What does that mean?
It was like a little shop thing, I guess.
Oh, that's cool.
And so they were like, you passed it. I'm like, turn back around.
That doesn't look worst ever, but every time I say that, it ends up becoming worst ever. So, yeah, you can see these skies up here just don't really look like pre-storm skies anymore. That was me. I just did it twice in a row. Like, we're getting explosive development and then it dies. I wish it would be more straightforward. Like, we'd get explosive development and it would go, or it just wouldn't try at all. I don't like being held here in suspense.
Can we get rid of that notification?
No,
Why?
because I know it's connected to the Wi-Fi when that shows. Otherwise, I don't know. Is it bothering you?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, somebody placed an M-ping report for nothing, which I agree with. Probably a valid report. I got banned off Spotter Network, guys.
What's your fault?
It said I was using a fake name, but it wasn't me. It was a different guy. I am pretty funny.
You're not funny.
Yes, I am. I think I am.
I know you do.
Just reactionary again. saying. You gotta emphasize. There you go. Man, I wish I could see this updraft back west. We're gonna find a road that takes us west, but there's like weirdly no road that takes us west.
I was hoping we'd see more animals today.
I feel like it was a little warm. I feel like if it was like 10 or 20 degrees cooler,
Well,
I would
that's why I
have
was
seen more.
hoping like around now we would see more.
It's still in the mid 80s out right now.
Is
Well,
it?
that thing is trying to blow up. You see how the sun is coming? I mean, the sun's also going down. That's a.
We were going over there.
I was going over there anyway, but see how we went north and we got like a decent looking updraft? Do we continue going north? It looks like there might even be a little lowering over there, so we're gonna go north. Little bumps. This is bumpy. What? I slowed down.
I know, thank you.
Well, yeah, no, there's. I can't tell if that's a sun going down or the updraft going up. It's probably a bit of both. But it is the nicest tower, widest base. Just can't get a good view with all of the sun. So we're gonna turn you guys west here. We're gonna go up the road for 2 miles, and then we're gonna go back west. And it's basically this or nothing at this point. This is our last hurrah, and then we're going home. What'd you say? Making fun of me.
No, I wasn't.
Not this time. Not this time. What'd you say?
I said that's accurate.
Yeah, my grandma said you were making fun of me when she watched the stream.
Tell me you're kidding.
No.
What did I say?
I don't remember. She was laughing about something you said about my driving.
Oh no.
Well, then she said I got you back when the Snickers rainbow thing happened.
Yeah, that was rude.
It was not rude. He cannot see colors. It's so cruel. Look at the rainbow. He's a dog. I wish he could see the
rainbow.
rainbow.
Did she really say I was making fun of you?
Yeah, but she was like laughing about it. She thought it was funny.
She didn't think I was like mean.
No, she didn't think you were actually being mean.
Okay. I feel like sometimes it comes across that way.
I don't think it does. I think it's pretty obvious.
Okay. My mom says sometimes I'm mean to you.
I disagree with that.
Okay.
Sometimes I agree, but most of the time I disagree.
No, you don't.
Sometimes you can be mean to me.
No, I'm not.
Every once in a while.
Tell me you're kidding.
Every once in a while. You'll say that, you'll be like, I'll show you like, look at this storm. You're like, that looks cool. I'm just like,
That's not.
man, that was
What
crazy.
do you want me to say? It looks cool. I don't know what you want from me. That's not being mean.
Okay.
Okay.
It hurts my soul a little bit.
I don't know what you want me to say.
Wow.
Wow. You want me to do that next time? You'll be so mad if I do that. And you're like, wow, that's so cool.
Probably.
That'd be funny though.
Wow.
Wow. Jack gets mad at me for that too.
Watch out, little quail. It's okay, I missed it.
Watch out, there's something up in the road here.
Yeah, there's just like what is happening?
I don't know. Stop. I want to watch.
What is this? They're just chasing each other.
They're dancing at each other.
They're done. Dude, did you know that like Western Kansas, they got like some really nice ring-necked pheasants out here? You know that? Oh, there's also a bird that I know you'd like, but I can't find it, and it's the scissor-tail flycatcher. I think. Whoa. Okay, I found the animals that you were hoping
Yeah,
for.
I know. They're coming out now.
Chat, this might be a storm to watch. Looking west now, we've got a fairly healthy-looking tower. I think we might be on, guys.
Look at that little bunny. Do you see how tiny
Yeah, that was a small one. We might be on, chat. Maybe not. Probably nothing's gonna happen. We just gotta keep the storm a little.
Colonel said to pinch you.
Probably fair.
Last time I was getting called a red flag. Today I think they like me.
I think they always like you.
No, they called me a red flag last time.
One person said you were a red flag.
I'm not a red flag. There's an animal up there. It looks like a turkey.
It's probably a turkey.
It's okay.
We'll probably find some more. There's gonna be a deer that jumps out in front of the car.
I can't believe how many wild turkeys there are in Colorado. I don't know why, I just never thought about it.
What? I think we just hit Casper the Ghost, guys.
That was crazy.
There was nothing there. Let me wash off the old windshield. The old windshield. Yeah, I don't know what that was.
It was crazy.
We had Casper the Ghost setting off my object detected sensor. This might be it, Chad. This is our last chance. Still another storm initiating by Medicine Lodge. Hopefully this works out, guys. If it doesn't, we're cooked. If it doesn't, we're cooked. You either cook or get cooked. That's how storm chasing works.
I hate when people say cooked.
I say cooked all the time.
I hate it.
Wow.
Those kids would say it all the time.
6, 7.
Like, you ate that. Like, what does that mean?
That's different from cooked.
No, they would say that too. You cooked. You
I like
ate
6, 7. They would say that.
6, 7. 6, 7.
Yeah.
It's so annoying, but it is kind of fun to say. What else did I say that was?
I don't know.
There's another one.
Remember when we were in middle school and they would say swag?
Swag.
I remember that one.
YOLO a lot.
YOLO, yeah.
YOLO.
I thought bro would be a short.
Yeet. They said yeet a lot.
I thought bro would be like short term, but it's been here for a while.
Jacob has the humor of a 13-year-old boy.
Who said that?
Narcy.
Hey.
True.
Dang.
I feel like it's gotten worse the older you get. Not even kidding.
There's no way. I guess high school was a long time ago. I don't believe it. It's almost been like 10 years. By 10 years, I mean it's been 5, but
It's like 10 years. No, it hasn't.
it's been like 10 years since freshman year almost.
It hasn't.
Freshman year was 2016. It's
You're right. That's crazy.
Yeah. You know you're a storm chaser when everyone starts staring at your car. Got the hail dents. Got the satellite dish. There's a random cannon over there.
Do you remember when your
Did you see that? There was a cannon over there.
Do you remember when your car looked so beat up?
That's
And
pretty
we were-
close to that.
And we were at my grandparents' house, and the neighbor came over and thought someone dumped their car there.
Yeah. It's so mean to me.
We're like, I think someone stole a car and dumped it here. And you were like, that's mine.
No, that's just my car,
That
guys.
was so funny.
So mean to my car.
That
For
was
what?
hilarious.
It's got some hail damage, but like it's pretty uniform.
That was so funny. Well, it had the broken windshield at that point too.
Oh, you're right.
It was really bad too.
Yeah, and my tires weren't good. Yeah, you're right. That was bad. Well, this car is well on its way to getting to that point.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I'm missing like a panel over here. I'm missing a couple little bits, like for the what's it called? The crossbars. Sorry, I couldn't remember the name. And then he was just repeating what I was doing to me, so I couldn't think what I was doing.
You sound rude.
You're the one who was repeating what I was doing, trying to think, making fun of me.
Stop telling people I do that.
You want me to say bullying?
No, I don't, actually.
Alright, I think we've got our storm chat. I think we might be in luck here.
Really?
Yeah, we've got some. You can see the rain over there. Please tell me you can see it.
I can see it.
Okay, sometimes.
This can't see it.
Yeah, we're about to turn over there. We're going northwest now. This road's going to turn west. We're heading towards a developing updraft here. I don't know how long this is going to stick around, but we'll have to clean off the windshield when we stop here. But maybe this can give us a nice structure show for the next hour before sunset. I wouldn't mind that at all.
What's your process for picking out a car for storm chasing, or is that an afterthought?
It's mostly just, do I like this car and does it get good gas mileage? And then is it like a Subaru or a Toyota? Those are usually the only brands I'll look at just because they last for so long. But this car was a no-brainer because it was new but pretty cheap, and my old car was totaled from hail damage. So, and I actually got so much back for it that I didn't pay very much for this car. So I was like, okay, I'll get a 3-year newer car with minimal hail damage, with no hail damage, and then just drive it as long as I possibly can. So I got the old Subaru up to about 180,000, and this guy, I got this guy September. We're at 58,000 miles, so I actually need to get an oil change here pretty soon.
My father's calling.
You can take it. I'll mute if you want.
No, Kaden texted me.
Got a little cell here out by Medicine Lodge, maybe a little high base supercell. It's not looking horrible, chat. We might be in business. Dew point spreads have come down to 21 degrees, so if we got enough stuff here, we could maybe luck out, but still a pretty small storm as of now. I'm a little worried about it, but it's really pretty out here, chat. Hopefully we can get west and get a nice sunset supercell. Upper level flow is really kicking in out here, guys. Still no discussion. Those storms out in eastern Kansas are still doing, in southeastern Kansas are still kind of going up and coming down. What is the issue? I know, it's like detecting objects that aren't there. I think we've got a ghost trying to interfere with our chase, guys.
Guess what?
What's up?
Kaden's applying your Cracker Barrel.
Really?
Yeah. He wants me to put a word in.
Nice. Hello, chat. Approaching our storm right now. Storm chasing cooker, get cooked. I got a lot of sayings that I could probably put on a t-shirt. Gotta speak to the storm, that was one of them. I say the boundary like all the time. Like it's probably my most said phrase when chasing the boundary, the boundary, the boundary, the boundary. I say that one a lot, chat. But we are approaching this little cell here. You can kind of see it on radar. Still pretty tiny, but this might be the one. It's got a little bit of a broad base here, maybe a little supercell trying to develop. Phasmophobia while storm chasing for real.
No.
You don't like phasmophobia? I love phasmophobia.
I know.
Narcy gets it. Narcy gets it. I think I was only tired because I was hungry.
Crazy, I told you.
Maze Runner.
Yeah.
Maze Runner's good.
Did you like that book?
Yeah, I did. I love the books. I read those in like middle school, I think.
I know, I just said that Jackson enjoyed it.
I liked a lot of the lore behind it. Like when they did the prequel book, I really liked that. Although, you know, some stuff I liked, some stuff I didn't like. We do have this nice little shower here. I'm hoping this thing survives. We've got 2 little cells blowing up here, so hopefully this is our storm and we can get a nice supercell. Medicine Lodge area.
Are you upset?
Oh, I remember a day that happened here. April, it was April, I want to say it was April 21st or April 22nd of 2022, because it was the day I got rear-ended and my other car got totaled.
Yeah.
Because like I was coming up here for that gorgeous barber pole supercell, and I got rear-ended. So.
Are you a planner or spontaneous or both?
What do you think?
100% spontaneous, unless it comes to work.
Yeah.
At work, I feel like you like to have a plan, but you don't really stick to it. I feel like you just kind of do whatever you feel like.
Yeah.
But like whenever we take day trips and stuff like that, it's always spontaneous.
Yeah.
It's always last minute.
I think I'm pretty spontaneous. I would lean more towards spontaneous.
Yeah. I do
Definitely
think
not a
you
long
do like to plan a lot and make a list of stuff to do for work and what you have to get done.
Yeah, I like lists, but I don't make like a plan for it. I just kind of knock it out
I
as I
feel like you do try to be like, I want this done on this day. I have to finish this by today. I have to do this by today.
Yeah, with work stuff, so we can get stuff out on
That's what I
time.
was saying. I said work stuff.
Yeah, but other than that, like, even with like storm chasing stuff, I'm like, man, I gotta do this, and this, and this. It's just kind of whatever this storm here, chat. I really hope this thing survives. Continues to get deeper. I wish I could show my spotter dot, but I'm banned.
So dramatic.
We're the only people here according to Spotter Network. Everybody's like spread out on the Kansas-Oklahoma border. The only people here. Look at that sharp rain shaft. I tried to mix rain shaft and downdraft, so it didn't really work well. Got this storm. Hopefully it doesn't rain itself out, but either way, I'll take this. We're doing two things at once.
Nice.
Two things at once. It's like the Patrick Mahomes commercial, or Travis Kelce. Is that their commercial? Two things at once. It was the Travis Kelce commercial.
Where do you watch commercials?
Well, like waiting for the Super Bowl, in between the Super Bowl. Did you look at me weird for Super Bowl commercials? Like that didn't used to be a cultural thing.
No, I used to like the
They're
Super
not
Bowl
very good
commercials.
anymore.
I don't anymore. I don't care.
They're not very good.
I just don't watch commercials ever.
Yeah, it's a little bit more rare now with all those streaming services.
I will pay for the streaming premium so I don't have to watch commercials. I hate them.
Yeah, I mean I got YouTube Premium. That's about all I pay for streaming.
Oh.
I got the NFL stuff too. It's like $6 a month, $7, $8 something.
I don't watch YouTube ever.
I love YouTube.
I'll check in on your streams when you're gone every once in a while. That's it.
Every once in a while.
Literally, like, if you're gone all day, I'll check it like twice just to see if you're streaming or not before I call. That's it.
Yeah, dang.
I have. You expect me to sit here and watch like a 5-hour stream?
Yes.
No.
I don't care what you've got. You got to clear the schedule every time I go live.
Okay. I'm at home taking care of the dogs,
I appreciate that.
doing stuff.
Make the dogs
Going
watch
to
too. We got to get
school.
those viewer numbers
Going
up.
to school.
My stream.
And you're like, watch my stream.
You got to get the dogs their own devices so they can watch
Okay.
too. I can do like little shout outs for Snickers and it'll be like,
Oh my gosh, that one time that Snickers was like, heard your voice on the stream was so funny.
yeah.
He was looking around here.
Ranger does that sometimes too, but
Yeah, he does.
Jolene never does.
No, Jolene doesn't care. I think she knows that it's not you.
Yeah.
And it's the phone.
The resident genius, Jolene. Alright guys, we're approaching a pretty high base. A couple high base updrafts here. We're actually getting a new rain shaft forming in front of us. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Those little streaks starting to come down.
Oh, in front of us? Like
little
right
closer.
In front of us?
Yeah, like-
I see over there, like behind the trees.
No,
I
like
think.
right, a little bit right there.
No.
These are really high base, chat. They look pretty elevated. I don't think that tornado threat's particularly high today, but I think we could maybe squeeze out a photogenic storm, hopefully. Looks a little elevated though. Roll down the window to see, just see how the air feels. It feels pretty dry, chat. I don't think tornado threat's really in play. Okay, sunglasses are coming off. That's how you know the chase is getting started. We're looking elevated right now, though, guys.
We have mini golden doodles and Rancher's like a lab mix.
Yeah, Ranger's a lab mix.
I think he's got some pit bull in him, but I don't know.
Getting banned. Welcome, John. How are you doing? Yeah, I got banned for.
I hate the ads on your thing.
I turned them down this time.
Well, they're still coming
I'm sorry. I thought I turned them to minimal. Look at this little downdraft. At least we're seeing a storm today, chat. I wonder what it looks like on that south side, but I'm worried that this thing's just raining through the updraft. I mean, it's got the tallest tops of any storm we've seen today. What are you doing? There was a truck there. Why did you make a face at them?
up. I'm making a face at you.
Uh-oh. I was like,
What do you mean? Oh, do you really think that? I'm sorry.
yeah.
Said hi, Jonathan. I don't know why, it's just weird to be like Jonathan.
We're vibing now, guys. I was tired because I was hungry.
I have more food. Do you want more?
No, I'm good now.
I have those chicken nuggets.
I'm good now. See, this is the rain from.
I told you to eat food forever ago before any of this
That's
started.
alright.
You
Correct.
never listened.
I don't. Well, you were the storms were taking forever, not because I felt hungry.
You're like, I'm happy.
I was a little annoyed about how the storms were going, but at least we've got something here. Hopefully we can get a nice supercell. Maybe get an updraft merger or two going first. A little bit worried here, Chad. So lowering, not really. I mean, that's some rain down there, but no real crazy lowerings just yet. I don't think today is going to be a big tornado day. That was really far. Look at how the rain's falling.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is from this other storm, the one that was forming in front of us. So we got 2 cells here, guys. We're in good position. We were somehow picked the right spot. Never happened. How are you doing, John?
We can get John back up here, I think.
Yeah, we need to bring John back. I gotta take John on a chase.
Well, then I'm not gonna see him.
Well, you can come with us. Okay. Cold front rolling through eastern Kansas. Yeah, that eastern Kansas cold front's going to be kind of our, kind of the initiation area for storms today. Look how smooth this is. This looks pretty elevated, guys.
Is that bad or good?
For tornadoes, that's bad. Usually, and for pretty storms, you usually want it to start surface based and then go elevated. That's usually what's the best, but. Might have a splitting storm here, but at least we've got something, Chad. At least we've got something. So maybe we can squeeze something nice out here, guys. I wonder what the best viewing angle for this storm is. I feel like based on where the rain's at and where the updraft's at, it might be better to look.
The sky is so pretty.
Yeah, I feel like it would be really pretty if we went north and then looked south at it. That would put us out of the main classic structure show. But looking at the skies, I don't know how much of this we're going to get. You can see these very smooth, wavy clouds on the bottom. That's a sign that our storm's not pulling air in from the surface. It's a sign that our storm's pulling in air from aloft. What are you, Ranger?
Stop. Oh my gosh.
What's up?
There's someone here named Mitchell.
Mitchell.
And I was just thinking, how cool would it be if Mitchell was watching?
That'd be crazy. I don't think he would. But...
No, he wouldn't care at all.
I remember I went and saw him. He's like, "You really drive around all day for that?"
He was like, really? That's all you do?
Yeah, thank you guys so much for 300 likes. We are approaching a little supercell here, guys. We're in business. I thought the day was done. I thought the day was done.
I have a story to tell you later.
Okay. Is it about the day being done?
No. No, it's about
The day not being done.
about when I was subbing what the kids are saying to me, and it was really funny. About Roblox. No, it was just funny. We were talking about video games, and I was talking about how I always get stuck in the wall, and they were making fun of me. I don't know why I just remembered that, but I did.
I think you told me that.
Oh,
They were
did
like,
I? I don't know why I just remembered that.
Yeah, you weren't very good at that. No offense.
I know. And I was like, no. They were all talking about it, and I was like,
You're playing one of those games where you gotta like save the thing and then walk through the door, like gotta guess what it was.
And I was like, I hate Roblox. And they're like, why? And I was like, I always get stuck in the wall and I can't see where I'm going. And they were like, you're doing it wrong, miss.
I don't think that's the game's fault.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we're approaching a couple little storms here. They're looking not horrible, but wondering what the best way to view these things is. I mean, this thing south of us is pretty strong. I wonder if it's got a nice updraft on the west side. Although it definitely seems like its updraft just tilted, so could be a sign of weakening, but we are getting a little bit of a merger here, so we can go north and look south, or we can go south and look north. Those are our two options here. Well, we could go west and look east, or east now looking west. Like we got some options, but the main two, I think this would be pretty from the north, because you'll have these big tall towers illuminated by the sun, or the other ways to get into the more classical structure position. But I don't really think land spout tornadoes are on the table, and I don't think supercell tornadoes are on the table at the moment. It could be later. Temperature dew point spreads have come down. We're only at 20 degrees, which is You can get tornadoes with that. It's just our storms look. You see how smooth and wavy that looks, chat? Right in the middle of the road there, like just above. That's usually just not a good sign for tornadoes. It usually just means your storm's elevated. It's not pulling air in from the ground, which you desperately need for tornadoes. It's tough to get a tornado when you're not getting air from the ground. It is. It's a nice little store there.
Well, the store.
I know.
Okay.
I know. Yeah, I feel like we might want to go north and look
I
south.
just had to do a poll.
Do a poll? I can't set up a poll while I'm driving.
Can I?
Probably. Hold on. I feel like legitimately we couldn't go wrong with this. But I don't know. Like the north is tempting to me right now, but the south is like the classic position you want to be in. And we're getting a bunch of storms to blow up now. There's a couple chasers starting to move our way. Can't show my spotter location to flex that I was here first.
How's anyone gonna know?
I know. How are they gonna know? I gotta post about it or something.
I'm sure you have them.
No, I haven't. I haven't posted on Twitter yet. I almost posted those Pileus caps we saw, but I decided against it. We'll pull into is this Casey's right here. Yes, it is. And then we will throw up a poll, north or south.
How long are we staying here? 2 minutes?
2 or 3 minutes.
Can I go in?
Yeah, sure. They're gonna. All right. Well, I'll pull back around this way. Why can't they see you?
I don't know. That makes me
Are you invisible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's Tim Carl
What?
Where's that?
That's a Twist X team. So 12 years ago today was the El Reno tornado.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Alright. I'm going in. There we
All
go.
right.
Do you want anything?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna put up this poll, and we can't forget about the 4th storm chase. What?
I'm so far.
Yeah. We can't forget about the 4th storm chaser who was unfortunately killed by the El Reno tornado. Richard Henderson. He's not as famous as the Twist X team, but he deserves to be remembered as well. Killed in that tragic El Reno tornado 12 years ago today. So let's get this poll running, guys. There's a lot of people down at the Twist X Memorial tonight. I wanted to make it down there, but I couldn't. Go YouTube Studio here. Somehow I don't have permission to view my own channel. What channel is it logged me into? Alright. Just saw that we hit 3,600 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate each and every one of you. On the road to 4,000. That's my next big goal. We started pretty small here. Been chasing. My first stream was like May 25th. So we haven't been chasing our streams. Streaming our chases for too long, but you know, we stopped halfway through last year because my setup was terrible, and this year we came back with a much better setup. So I appreciate all the support, guys. I do appreciate each and every one of you. I know I say that, and I know it's a cliche, but it is true. So I'm just gonna continue to do this here. So let's do a poll. Do we go? I think we're probably going to end up going south, so I don't know if I should. I think it'd be really pretty from both angles. I don't think you can go wrong. We'll run this poll, chat. We'll run this poll. Getting this strong storm trying to form here. Probably gonna split, maybe. Yeah, it looks like we might be a splitting storm here. Getting a little bit of a merger, chat. Let's fix your exposure because you guys are pretty dark. There we go. So Maddie's getting some food, and we'll be right back. Be right back. We'll get our stuff running. Let me show you guys. Getting that risk. Have they issued a mesoscale discussion at all yet? I don't think they have. No, they haven't. Regardless. Okay, south. 50-50, 40-60. Which way do we go, man? Holy cow. Let us show you guys what we're dealing with first. We'll go show that day one Storm Prediction Center map. That blue dot is our location. You can see that yellow slight risk for severe weather. They do have a 2% tornado risk, which I think they might get rid of. They might keep it, they might get rid of it. I don't know what they're going to do. They're much better at forecasting than I am. But they do have a 2% for south central Kansas and central Oklahoma. That was fast.
I got you a present.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Guess what?
What's up?
They had Monsters 4 for $8.
Nice.
So I got 4.
Mango lemonade's my favorite right now. I appreciate it.
I got you 2 of them.
Really? Sweet.
Yours were 2 for $5, so you
2 for
didn't.
$5.
I got 4. You got 2.
All right. So we do have that 15% hail risk, chat, and that 15% wind risk. Let's see what's winning our poll here. Let's see what's winning our poll. You can get an answer. What are you picking? Oh man, it's pretty close. Give that another minute. Want to see a tornado? I don't know how likely a tornado is to see today, but I think south is probably going to end up being okay. It seems like our storm's tops are falling, unfortunately. You need to get a merger going here. Seems like there is new stuff initiating on that back side there, though. And this is an older scan.
I don't know why. I thought that was facing. I don't know why. And I got so nervous.
Alrighty, chat. Seems like south is winning right now. We are in a silver Subaru Crosstrek. Clayton. Maddie needs to be mod.
No.
You don't want to be mod? You can ban people.
No.
Dang. You don't even have to talk.
Okay.
I think south, because that's where it's heading. Yeah, I was just wondering if we wanted to do a view from the north where we can get like some of these towers. Sorry guys, I know it's bright, but like kind of a view like this from the north where you can just kind of see the whole storm here. Although it seems like our cell is trying to weaken for whatever reason. You okay?
Yeah, I am.
I thought I shocked you or something.
No, the other side is so cold.
Okay, this is like the classic dilemma, chat. I got my side of the car set to 63 degrees, and she has her side set to 73. So we're generating a bit of a front in here.
Your side is literally making me cold.
Your side is making me warm.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
Say anything.
I say it now. What is winning the poll?
Oh, I don't know how to see it.
It might be only visible for. I just realized it might only be visible for PC
No, I
users.
found it. South is winning.
South is winning. All right, chat. We're probably going to get moving south here. It's winning the poll. Winning the poll.
I don't know how to get rid of that.
I don't know either. I try the 3 dots. I don't know. I'm never doing YouTube polls.
Dismiss poll. I don't know how to get back there.
These guys look pretty elevated, pretty high base. I would not expect a tornado threat unless one of these can strengthen and lower to the ground, which I don't know how likely that's going to be. But we're going to go ahead and get south here, guys. Sunsets in an hour. Hopefully we can maintain a nice supercell, get a little LP going. Our ectotops from this storm did fall, but we're getting a couple mergers here, and we're getting some storms forming on this back side here. So we did get a little bit of a weakening trend here, but I think that might be reversed thanks to all of these other storms trying to blow up so close.
Guess what?
What?
I just got another grade for my class. Guess what
How'd you
grade
do?
I have in class right now? My total overall grade,
99%.
103.
How do you have 103?
I got bonus points.
I remember when I was in high school, they're like, if you go to college, they'll never give you bonus points.
Lies. This is my
Yeah.
master's.
Yeah.
You want to know?
It's gonna get much harder, guys.
You want to know what the bonus points are for?
What?
Introducing myself.
What?
If you added a picture of yourself or like a picture of whatever, then you would get bonus points.
we can see kind of the backside of that eastern storm here. It's looking really pretty. Looking really pretty, but we're gonna go south, get ahead. You can see that core developing and coming our direction. See these little swirls up above us? It's kind of cool. Probably nothing. Probably nothing.
Someone said Maddie is smart.
Yes, Maddie is smart. Did you say crazy?
I was waiting for your reaction.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Love you. I promise. Thank you guys so much for 500 viewers. Be sure to like and hit that subscribe button.
It's lagging. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I know. I found it first.
Sorry.
That never happens. You're
I know.
good. You're good.
I was watching earlier.
All right, guys. We're gonna hide that slight risk map before we go back to our radar, so you can see our developing storms here. Yeah, that's that SPC thing I was working on for about an afternoon when I got back from my last chase trips. So got some cool stuff like that I want to keep working on, but some of it's going to take a little longer than that. But I got a movable map now. Might try and do satellite next so I can pan you guys around, or maybe add drawing or something, because I want to be able to annotate stuff and show you guys just what I'm thinking. So keep working on that.
Like to be able to be like, yeah,
Oh,
I just
yes.
did this in an
Yeah.
afternoon. I'm like,
That wasn't that hard to do. It was more just like,
I feel like you say
it was more like I
something
rushed
on
it, so it's not done yet.
I feel like you say that sort of thing on purpose.
No, usually it takes me way longer than I expect to finish things. It's usually the opposite. I'm like, all right, it'll take me an afternoon, and I'm there for a week. Look at this big rain shaft coming in, chat. Very strong downdraft over there. We got another strong downdraft off to the east. We're kind of splitting in between here. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on out over here. Making those clouds too bright, Chad. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me fix the focus. 0.86, that's not right. There we go. So we're gonna split in between these two storms. I think these are gonna be our storms of the day, chat. Is that a rain shaft trying to come through that cloud right there, maybe? Is that what that is? You see that little thing? Yes, I'm asking
I
for it.
legitimately could not tell you.
What the heck? I wasn't sure if it was like... I mean, looking at that storm, there's no way it's producing a land spout, so I guess I should have known, but... So we're going to continue southward here, chat. Going southward. Need to drop that pole here. Remove the pole. Yeah, that is a rain shaft. Yeah, worried. Thought shear was supposed to be pretty solid today, but these storms are struggling to get going here. Looks like we might be getting a little outflow from this guy. So we're gonna go south, punch through, get to don't.
Just fuck it, that's rude. I don't even feel like I'm getting energy for it. I just like the way it tastes. Honestly.
But you cannot be drinking 40 energy drinks. That's worse than me.
It's not doing anything.
That's not.
It's not like giving me energy.
Okay. You literally just said earlier that
I know.
I'm wondering why I
thought
had
maybe
such a
you
good
forget.
mood.
I thought maybe you forget.
Oh, I've had 3 energy drinks.
That's why I'm
So like, same.
You would be like, drink energy. You do you.
Okay. I
You
don't
would
want you to.
encourage.
I don't think you need to be encouraged for a 4th energy. That's a lot.
3 energy drinks is crazy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Alright guys, we're splitting the difference between these 2 storms here. Still no discussion, so I guess they don't think storms will even form from this.
Jet stream.
What?
Jet stream.
Yeah, jet stream's finally moving over. Yeah, you're probably right, Dicey. That's probably what's causing this stuff to go. It was a little slower than I'd hoped for. chat, but it's not really looking as consolidated as it did earlier. Pretty messy right now.
south here. It's not looking quite as good. All these updraft pulses are definitely weaker than that last one, but it's still trying here. So we'll give this thing a shot. I'm hoping it can consolidate, but if it's not a fully consolidated supercell yet, like we're gonna struggle to get that before sunset. Up further east, anything going up further east? Not a ton of stuff out there. Storm's looking a little weird on echo tops. Usually you expect to see like one big tower and there's like four just medium ones. So we're gonna press on south here, chat. Hopefully we can get something good. It might not be a bad day for lightning once we get out of the rain. Might not be a bad day for lightning, chat. Hoping for some structure. That's what I really came to see, was some structure. I don't think we're gonna see a tornado out of this. Structure would be nice. That Storm Prediction Center should have just updated that day one outlook, and they did. They keep that 2% tornado risk. Mostly later tonight, so seems like that trough is just a little slow, guys.
The pole says north now.
The pole says north. I already went south, Chad. I'm sorry. It's too late now. It's too late, Chad. I'm sorry. You already came down. I need to end the pole. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Especially to the east. A little worried that our updrafts are raining themselves out right now. Wind shear should be fine, so it's gotta just be an instability problem. Look at that. Still getting lightning activity and several smaller updraft pulses. But we really need this to all consolidate and merge into one storm. Get out of the rain here and we'll flip back around. There's some kind of outflow boundary being left by this storm. It is moving southeast. About to cross into Oklahoma. So there's a road up here that we'll take.
Just now.
What? No, not yet.
We haven't even gotten to Oklahoma yet.
No, we're like 2 miles from Oklahoma border. Well, I thought these storms would form much earlier because they were going to move fast southeast, faster than the boundary, but that just hasn't really happened.
I'm not mad, just curious. Are we heading towards home or away from home?
Away.
That's what I thought. Just checking.
Alright, we're going to slide down. And what do I want to do?
so chat, that's our storm off to the right. You can see it's really smooth looking there. Does not look too sharp, I can't lie to you. Does not look like it's gonna last very long when you see this look. Very elevated looking storm here. Not pulling air in from the surface. It doesn't seem like it's gonna last.
They said McMillin.
I wasn't sure. We're from the Greeley, Colorado area, so it's a pretty long drive back, and we're hoping to make it back tonight. But I don't know how realistic that's going to be. Got this little pump jack thing here. Yeah, we got this kind of big wall of rain right now. It's not looking too interesting from a chase perspective. There's not really much to chase. We've got this smooth look to it, this wavy, smooth thing, and that usually just means your storm's elevated. No chance for tornadoes, and structure's going to be a little bit tough to come by, unfortunately. It is very pretty out, but the sun's still pretty high above the horizon, isn't it? Yeah, sure. Got this rain shaft here. We might go west to Hardner and then look north. But yeah, this is looking really, really elevated, chat. That smooth, wavy texture is just not good for chasing. Yeah, we're still getting this kind of weird look on radar where we're getting just multiple updraft pulses here. The storms are definitely still struggling, and it looked much better on our approach than it does now. Got a big outflow boundary racing away from our storm now. Big outflow boundary racing away from our storm, chat. Yeah, we've got these little showers. Let me zoom in. I forgot to zoom in, chat. Sorry about that. We got these little showers around us. It looked like we had a supercell for a little bit, maybe a pseudocell or something. But now we're dealing with some really messy convection. Really elevated storms here. These are not going to produce tornadoes at all unless they can start to become surface based and pull that air in from the ground, but I don't think they're going to do that, guys. I think what we have is what we're going to get. Looking a little rough right now for sure. Still no mesoscale discussion or watch at all. Not even a special weather statement. Can see this updraft here. I'm wondering what we do here. Could go west around, but I'm worried that that storm east is going to redevelop. I don't trust any of these guys to really completely. I don't know if any of these guys are going to take root. Starting to get some rain here. We might slide. Do we slide west and then go for like rainbow stuff and look at like, or do we go south and try and stay ahead? But sunset's coming and these guys aren't not even close to consolidated yet.
We're just gonna have to drive through all night.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah, no.
I'm cool with whatever. I'm chilling. I've got a bunch more energy drinks. I'm gonna bring them.
I know I'm fine now, but I know I'm like.
No, I think as long as, I don't know, as long as you keep like talking to me and driving.
So what happens if I just go silent for a minute?
Then I'll fall asleep. Like, no,
While driving?
probably. Look at this. It's a rope for a dog. It's a
Why do we need
dinosaur.
a dog rope?
For when they're wet, to help dry them out. That's the cutest thing ever. You don't get it.
What's happening? storms here. What? I figured I saw their camera flash.
Yeah.
Don't make that noise near range, you're gonna freak out. Yeah, so you can see we've got this large flat base here. It's just not gonna do much for us chasing wise. I don't think this is gonna redevelop, guys. Oh, that latest scan looks a little interesting. We're gonna go down towards Hartner.
Someone asked if these are strong storms or are they weakening?
These are they what? These are pretty weak storms, and they appear to be on a weakening trend, but redevelopment is expected as this little system moves in from the northwest. But these are pretty weak storms right now. Sometimes you gotta flip it upside down. Let's go. You can see the rain descending and moving out of the base of the storm. You see those thin lines up there? You can see the thin lines. Come over here. You see those little streaks?
Yeah, it's a little.
Those really thin streaks over there, how they're moving out in the wind.
Yeah.
This is our little
How
storm.
do you tell them to move away? No, I don't.
You can see them.
No, I don't see them moving away. I see them there. I don't see them moving at all.
Interesting. If you look, it probably doesn't help that we're moving. Got the sun starting to peek out beneath our storm here, guys. Very high based, elevated looking storm right now. Latest radar scan shows a bit more of a supercell shape. Maybe an RFD type thing, but I'm gonna head south towards Alva. Okay, that's where I got rear-ended.
What is it?
Yeah. Literally on the road to north. What? On the road home.
I was singing something.
Oh. So you're singing about the car accident? What the heck? Alright guys, we're gonna continue moving here. We got these pretty weak storms now. These could become a lot stronger later, but look at the texture on that. It's really pretty. It's just not really great for chasing. I wonder how it looks if we get a little further south here. Where? What is this stuff flying into my Not that. You see that other stuff, right? You see that?
Yeah, probably like dandelion stuff. It
No,
looks
you're
like.
probably right. That's a
I
lot
don't really
for
know
so.
where it's coming from though. Oh, I see it on the side of the road here.
Oh, is it? Is that where it's
Yeah.
coming from? It's like that. There's a lot of dandelion stuff.
Yeah, do you see it all like down there?
Yeah, I do. I think it's funny how it hasn't hit those things yet. Alright. Heading towards the Alva, Oklahoma area now, guys. We got this textured thingy here. This is probably the outflow boundary right here, chat, in front of us. Maybe a chat. So we're gonna slide.
Look at all those birds over there
Where?
by that big tall thing.
Oh yeah.
Do you see them all?
Are those all vultures?
I mean, they look
big.
big, whatever they are. That's crazy.
I wonder if you can see them.
Not right now. There's
Yeah, they're pretty far for you guys, but and they're not facing anything. There's like a big group of vultures over there. Is that what that is? Maybe crows? Well, we're going that way in that direction. Did you see that wind gust just hit?
No.
I swear I saw dust get kicked
I
up.
was looking at my phone. Look at how big those birds are. Did you see it just fly?
Yeah.
This is not fair.
Yes, it is. Yeah, they're all vultures, aren't they? Look. There's like a billion vultures out flying over here.
Is there any animals?
they were all in like different spots. Look at it.
Look at this.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all over here right now.
Whoa, those are huge.
Yeah.
There's gotta be some.
I mean, it's such a broad area for them to be, though.
That's crazy.
Let's try and get in position for a nice sunset here, chat.
Ciao.
We don't have much time, so. But we are probably going to call this thing pretty close to sunset if these storms don't look much better. They continue to weaken on radar here, so I'm thinking this stuff is, the main show is still going to form here, but we got to get back home here shortly, so. Let's see if I can't get a rainbow from this. We head a little further south, like off over there. It's really red out, probably from that wildfire smoke.
Leaving campus.
Yeah, these things are definitely not super sharp right now, Chad. They definitely weakened, lost organization. Their updrafts are not nearly as tall now, which is also a sign of weakening, and they're not as concentrated, so. So we're gonna go down a couple miles here, chat, and we're probably gonna.
Say goodbye to the
What'd you say? All right, don't dox me. Thank you for joining. I'll see you later. Go south and see if we can't see anything super pretty here. We're looking pretty outflow dominant, pretty nondescript storm structure, elevated. Anything that could be wrong with the storm is pretty much wrong with these storms. That's true though. Like these are not intense supercells right now, which is what I was really hoping to be chasing. But unfortunately, that might happen overnight. But they're probably going to be elevated, so I'm kind of surprised that 2% risk is still there. There was the sunset here in Alpha.
Earlier when I checked wherever we were, it was like 8:47.
Sunset Alpha, okay, 8:48, okay. Just making sure. So we'll probably get in position here about 8:38. So go down a couple miles and then flip back around. And I just don't think we're going to get far enough in front to get a really great view of this. But we're going to try it. We're going to try it. Yeah, our storms are pretty messy and not really doing too much right now. Seems like the story for the whole target area, things have been very, very slow to develop here. Too slow for us to chase. Man, I wish I could get like 4 miles ahead, a little faster. I got the exact place now, it's not bad.
Why don't you just drive faster?
I'm not gonna speed. What? Down probably maybe another mile or two here, guys, and we're going to flip around and hopefully have a nice view of this. sunset storm here, chat, but things have not materialized in the way that we thought or hoped they would. So unfortunately, this is going to be mostly an after dark show, which we do not have time to stick around for. It's really red sunset.
It's pretty.
There's a little bolt over there.
What do you say?
Said there's a little bolt over there. These things are really disorganized. You can see how they don't really have any clear structure to them, chat. They just look like random little downdraft or little just splotches on the radar. Is this windmill in front of a road? Behind the road? Whatever word that was pretty loud, was it? It's on the wrong side. I was gonna go there and that road looks sketch.
I saw a light.
Yeah, I know. I want to get faced over that way, but it's gonna be much prettier the more we can see through. Sun's getting low though. Oh, there's a pheasant in the road.
Oh my gosh. That's so cool.
Yeah. They like to run around at night. They have like a really distinct call too.
Really?
Yeah. You should Google it and try and copy it.
Stop it.
Alrighty, chat. One more mile, I think.
You say that word.
Say what word?
Chat.
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 How am I supposed to say it?
Chat.
Chad.
Well, that sounds like Chad.
Alright, Chad.
I don't think you should
Chat.
say it at all.
What?
I don't like it.
I'm talking to them.
But just, I don't know, just talk to them. You don't have to say
Okay, well then it
chat
sounds
all
like
the
I'm
time.
schizophrenic.
Well, maybe. You never know.
No, I like directing when I'm like, I like them knowing when I'm like speaking to them.
I'm pretty sure they know you're not just, I mean, you could be talking to yourself. maybe.
See? I do that all the
Yeah, I
time.
know.
I talk to myself through the storm chases even before I started streaming them. Half the reason I started.
I legitimately, when we're at the house, sometimes cannot tell if you're talking to me or just talking.
See? I gotta be direct with who I'm speaking to, whether it's to myself or to Maddie or chat, as they say. Alright guys, we're rolling up on this little guy right here. You can see it's pretty up there, but I really wanted to flip around and show you guys. Nice little sunset we got here going on, chat. So this is kind of the outflow from these storms, that cold air that's moving out. Flip back around so you guys can actually see the storm, but we do have a very pretty sunset here. We've got this little orange downdraft. Does it focus correctly? I can't tell. Did you hear that? Yeah, so we've got this little weakening thing right here, guys. The sunset's better than the storm. And he's gonna tell me that always happens and I'm gonna disagree.
I like this.
I like the storms. So we're watching these weakening cells. It's a pretty big mess right now, guys. Pretty big mess. Alright. So we're gonna be probably calling it pretty soon here, chat. Seems like
I don't see the T so much.
chat. Cha? Well, it sounds weird if I say chow. Chat.
Well, yeah, that's
Chat.
weird.
I say chat. All right, guys. Got a nice sunset here. Got a nice sunset, but storms are definitely weakening, and I don't really think that this is going to be the main show. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been an interesting chase. It did not really go how we wanted, but you know, it goes how it goes sometimes, and sometimes you just got to take the shot. So that's what we did today. I appreciate all of you. The storm's definitely definitely weakening here, guys. Medicine Lodge. Yeah, we went pretty close to Medicine Lodge, WX Midwest, but there is no real horseshoe on this stuff. It's just a big mess. So we're probably gonna call it here because Maddie and I have like an 8-hour drive back home, and we got to be there this morning. So or tomorrow morning, I guess. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next one, probably going to be June 2nd. So I will see you guys then. Again, thank you for joining me. I know it wasn't the greatest chase ever, but we just took a shot. So I will see you guys on the 2nd. Thank you guys.